Alright, welcome to another edition of Admiral Science. Today we're going to be working with elements, compounds, and mixtures, and we're doing a new concept now. Now my videos will be a lot shorter for you guys, and that way it will be a little bit more for you to ingest versus the longer stretched out videos. So we're talking about elements, compounds, and mixtures. Let's get started. What is the particle theory of matter, and how does it relate to elements, compounds, and mixtures? So matter is anything. We know that matter is anything that takes up space. If it takes up space, and it has a mass, it is considered matter. The particle theory of matter states that all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Alright, so the particle theory of matter states that tiny particles called atoms make up all our matter. These particles are constantly moving. No matter if they're a solid, liquid, or a gas, they're constantly moving. It's like this. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down into any other substance by chemical or physical means. So the element is the simplest form. Alright? These are elements, gold and silver. Each element is made up of atoms. And elements are the building blocks of all matter because all matter is composed of elements. And atoms of any element are alike but are different from atoms of other elements. So the atoms, all the elements of gold are alike, but they're not the same as all the elements of silver. If it's on the, and here's the key, if it's on the periodic table, it's an element. Plain and simple. If you can find it on the periodic table, if you can find the element on the periodic table, it is an element. Helium, hydrogen, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, these are elements. Compounds are a substance of two or more different elements. Chemically, here's the key word here, chemically combined in a fixed ratio. Alright, so C for chemically. Chemically combined in a fixed ratio. Made up of elements in a specific ratio that is always the same, has a chemical formula, and can only be separated by chemical means, not physical. It cannot be separated by physical means. Examples are carbon dioxide, you breathe this out. Water is a compound. Salt, table salt is a compound. You see, it is two different elements. They form a compound. Alright, mixtures are made of two or more substances, elements, compounds, or both. Alright, so such as like this salad is a mixture. Alright, so mixtures are two or more substances, elements, compounds, or both, together in the same place but are not chemically combined. They are not chemically combined into a new substance. When you mix all these ingredients for a salad, it does not make a new vegetable. It makes a salad, a combination of different vegetables, and you can pick out the the tomatoes, you can pick out the cucumbers, you can pick out the peas, and you can pick out the cheese. Alright, so if you can separate it without chemicals, it is a mixture. Substances and mixtures mixtures are different from compounds. Substances in a mixture keep their individual properties. Example, Kool-Aid, a mixture of water, sugar, and Kool-Aid powder. The parts of a mixture are not necessarily present in a specific ratio. Different people use different amounts of sugar in their Kool-Aid. It's still Kool-Aid whether you use 1 cup or 2 cups. Compounds can't be changed. Water is always going to be 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Alright? Mixtures you can change and vary it, but compounds cannot ever be changed. Alright? So let's review. Let's see if we can identify the elements, compounds, and or mixture. This rocks. Is it an element, compound, or mixture? Take a guess. Right, this, I want you to write these on the back of your note sheet. So label this as number 1. Elements, compounds, or mixture. The rocks are a, take a guess, mixture. Copper is located on the periodic table, so it is an element. Jelly beans, is this a element, compound, or mixture? Mixture. Table sugar, is this an element, compound, or mixture? It is a compound. All right, is a combination, is a chemical combined formula with 12 carbons, 22 hydrogens, 11 oxygens. All right, we have different elements in a specific ratio. All right, T, element, compound, or mixture. Tea is a mixture. It's a mixture of different things. You have tea, you have sugar, cream if you choose to. Salt. Is this an element, compound, or mixture? It is a compound. It is made of two different elements, sodium, chlorine. Neon gas. Neon, basically. Is that an element, compound, or mixture? An element. Salad. Is this an element, compound, or mixture? If you get this one wrong, it is a mixture. And pure water, is this an element, compound, or mixture? Compound. Alright. Aluminum, element, compound, or mixture? Element. Aluminum is on the periodic table. It is an element. Lemonade, is it an element, compound, or mixture? Alright, we use a different variety of things, but it is in fact a mixture. Silver, is this an element, compound, or mixture? Silver is found on the periodic table. So if it's found on the periodic table, it is an element. Sand, is this an element, compound, or mixture? If you get this one right, you should say mixture. Alright, so let's review. Matter can be designed whether it's by its element, compound, or if it's a mixture. On our next segment, we're going to talk about different ways where we can classify compounds and different ways in which we can classify a mixture. So you got to think for yourself, if this is a pure substance, if this is variable composition, yes, no. Is it a pure substance? Yes. It's a compound? No. It's an element. Alright, that means pure substance can be separated. And if it's a substance, it can be separated. Compounds can be separated, but by chemical means. All right, at the bottom of your notes, write a summary of what you have learned today. Your summary should answer the essential question you wrote down at the beginning of the class. So at the very beginning, go back and look at the essentials question and ask yourself, can you answer that essential question? All right. This has been another edition of Admiral Science. Really quick segment. Enjoy your day.
All faculty and staff with morning duty patients, please report that at this time. All faculty and staff with morning